Welcome to Before and After with David C. Jones. On my way to meet my friend, and we are going to see Anastasia, the musical, the Broadway musical with Broadway across Canada. Anastasia is based on a story that was proved to be untrue. The Russian family, when they were killed, what a happy start to a show. But I think it was the Bolsheviks, I can't remember. One little girl apparently escaped. However, at the time, apparently a lot of young women claimed to be the missing Anastasia. And there was a book written on one girl in particular named Anna. That was made into a movie with Ingrid Bergman. And then it was made into an animated film by Don Bluth and his company. It's not a Disney film. It's not a DreamWorks film. It's Don Bluth. It's An American Tale, and some other films. Land Before Time, I believe. And so I think this is based on it. So there's probably songs that are from the movie. I didn't see the animated movie. I don't think the Ingrid Bergman movie had songs in it. And it looks opulent, and it looks like, at least from the trailers that I've seen, there's a lot of digital effects used to create all the opulence, which probably makes it a little handier to take on the road as well. And I expect it to be sweeping and epic. And it's a fairy tale. It's legitimately a fairy tale about a fairy princess who doesn't exist, because DNA tests proved that she died with the rest of the family. I'll let you know what it was like after.
Anastasia, the sumptuous fairy tale musical, is one of the most gorgeous Broadway shows in years. See Anastasia.
Okay, so now we're here after, and I've got my friend Caroline. And Caroline, what did you think of Anastasia?
Oh, she was gorgeous.
And she was gorgeous.
She was gorgeous, and she was a great singer and dancer.
And the show was opulent. This was a grand show.
Yes.
This was a grand show. And they do something very, very clever with the staging. Because one of the problems when you adapt a movie or a book, which it was a book first, is movies often have multiple locations. And it takes place all over the place. And then when you go to translate it to the stage, you're like, how do we make 47 different locations? And so they do this very clever thing, as I mentioned before, with video projections. But they make the video projections lower in, so it looks like they're set pieces, but it's just a video, and they just made the video come down.
So right? Clever.
It was so clever. And they also did things where, because it was video, they were able to change the perspective. They would suddenly push it back.
Yes.
And you're like, ooh, it looks much more opulent all of a sudden. Mm-hmm. So very, very clever. Songs, all the singers were amazing. Mm-hmm. You liked the choreography?
I love the choreography.
Yeah.
And the costumes were amazing.
Yes. And I would say the songs aren't very memorable.
No.
You don't leave humming any of them.
No.
And you said you found sometimes it was hard to hear some of the words.
But I got the story.
Yeah.
The story is pretty easy to follow.
And I didn't know how it would end because I didn't see the animated film, and I found the ending quite satisfactory. I thought it wrapped up everything as truthfully as it could, given what history said. I think it was just a grand show. The audience loved it. They leapt to their feet.
They did.
If you want a sweeping epic about a murdered Russian family, it's interesting because the politics are a little bit weird, because they were spoiled rich royals who were murdered, and they kept coming back and were like, oh, those poor spoiled murdered rich people. So the politics were a little bit at times.
Yes.
You go,
strange.
I don't know if we're but anyways, go see it if you want to see something grand, wouldn't you say?
I'd say yes.
Worth it.
Absolutely.
It's totally worth it.
Yes.
Go see.